in the back.
Oh my god! Monster!
Holy
Oh!
Oh!
Is he okay?
I don't know, but would not like to be him.
Oh my God. That is how we're kicking off Send It Sunday this week. That just happened in Maui yesterday. Adam Warchol, 19 years old, on his second ever session at Jaws. You've seen the Richie Myers gets eaten.
What are the risks then? Going on the rocks? I would say the risks are death by drowning and ruining your equipment.
Rich Myers versus Craig Masonville.
It starts to close out. He shoots straight for the bottom and tries to get away from this wall of whitewater. Richie Myers gets eaten. Richie Myers gets axed by this 20-foot wall of water, loses his rig, and he is being tossed around underneath that water. Hopefully he's okay. I'd like to tell you this. Remember I said the consequences are drowning by death, or death by drowning. It's true. I almost did it. Wow. That's good.
Well, I think this takes it to a whole new level. Oh, my life. Okay, let's have another look at it from a different angle. Because this just shows the run of death. He already knows at this point this is not going to end well. And you just see, he senses it, he tries to, because he's going to get the lip on the head, he tries to come out and then just aborts. And then if you've not seen this clip before, just check out the top left. That is a surfer. He goes over the falls as well. It is a crazy, crazy wave. Now, before anyone goes any further, I'm going to answer your question. He is okay. Yes. How? I have no idea because I've not spoke to him. I've sent him a few messages, but I guess he's sleeping it off right now. But the story goes he took the next 3 waves on the head and he thought he was going to die. I mean, big wave sailing and big wave wipeouts like this are not to be taken lightly. You can't just go out there without any training. I know some people have. I wouldn't do that. But I don't know how much training he's done. He's a good surfer. He survived it. I mean, and if you haven't heard of Adam Warchol before, you will now. You definitely will now, because I'm sure he's been doing a fair few interviews. Because if you don't know, Surfline were doing a whole live cast from all different spots in the Hawaiian Islands because of this massive swell. So maybe it made it onto there. I'm super pumped because it's definitely showing windsurfing to be an extreme sport. The commentary as well. On the first clip, that's Damien Girardin's clip. Now, he is the new guy. Well, he was actually a kite designer for Nash, and he's now got his own brand with Kevin Langray. So cheers to him for that clip. But the commentary on it from the woman, I hope it's a woman. It might be just a very excited man, but it's just what makes the clip for me. And you can see the surfer again in this clip. Yeah. Oh, man. I've watched that clip so many times. I don't know, probably a few of you older guys out there have not seen Surf's Up, the movie. But if you have, it reminds me of Surf's Up.
It's going to be the best wave of my life, and I hope the camera's rolling because you're going to want to watch it over and over and over and over again. It's going to be awesome. Poor kid. This poor kid.
That was spectacular.
Absolutely engaging. I mean, to be honest, we saw pictures from the day before. Adam Warchol's first session at Jaws, he did this. Yeah, an aerial. I told you. There's no point in sailing Jaws unless you do an aerial. So I saw that. That's his first session. And apparently that wipeout was his first wave, as far as I know, of his second session ever at Jaws on that day. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. There was other stuff going on that day, but that has definitely stole the limelight. I saw a shared wave between Lenny and Jason Pollock.
Kai and Jason.
Yeah, that's a pretty sick clip. I mean, there's some cool stuff about that, and it just goes to show these guys are playing with those waves. You know, when they're not the big ones, they're just playing. And there was another clip from Lenny from the day before where he takes off, does a 360 on a pretty chunky section. You wait till he gets to the bottom of that. You think if he'd have crashed it, it would have been pretty nasty. And then and he rides out. Just check this. This is white water. You'd think he's gone. He's gone. He's definitely gone. And somehow, he makes it to the site. Crazy, man. There's been so many good Jaws clips, but we're not going to go any more about that. That's probably going to take up the whole show anyway, but we've got other stuff on Send It Sunday, and we're going to go from Hawaii to cold Hawaii. Why not? And this clip caught my eye this week because this just makes you feel good. Anyone who's landed a move for the first time or a really good move they've been trying for a long time, they will know this feeling.
Flat.
Yes, that is Lampy. Martin Tainhove, his girlfriend's filming. I don't know why. There's something about that clip that just makes me smile. He's so happy. And I've been in that situation before. You might not be a claimer, but when you do something like that, you're so happy. And it's cold up there. It's bloody freezing. Apparently he just got a new board, one turn and then comes down the line and then yeah, nice, mate. Nice. Also had a little bit of an update from Mads Bjorn, who's also up there sailing on those days. It looks like they've had some really good conditions, good waves. I saw some good crashes. There was one where he caught the edge on one of the rails on one of the turns. Oh, yeah. That's like that snowboarding, catching head, just gets smashed over the front. And there was one day, he said he's been homeschooling with, obviously, his son, Tobias Bjorner, one of the young and up-and-coming rippers, and it was 1 degree. 1 degree. He said homeschooling, we were just fighting. We were pumped to get out there. 1 degree. You crazy, man. You crazy. 1 degree. Yeah, I'm like double figures. If it goes to single, I get a bit, it's a bit, but 1. You imagine the wind chill as well. That is cold. That is cold. How do they train for that? Well, actually, a few weeks ago, I saw Lampy, Martin Tenhove, who was on the Air Taka. He was going surfing in his pants pretty much on New Year's Day, doing the old Wim Hof. Yeah, just taking it to a whole new level. And also, when he comes out of the water, it just looks cold, doesn't it? It just looks cold. And then I was looking around the internet this week, and I saw this fella. Yeah, this is Frederick Engel. And Engel is quite funny because it's the name of a fridge over in Oz. I think it is anyway. Made me laugh. I'm sure the Aussies will find it funny. This is a lake in Germany near Munich. And you're like, guys, come on. I got a cold toe last week because it was pretty nippy. This just looks insane. That is proper ice-breaking stuff. Ice-breaking. And actually, I need to answer some questions because obviously if you've been following me on Instagram, what, you've not been following Ben Prophet on Instagram? Well, you've got to follow Ben Prophet and Windsurfing.TV. But if you've been following actually me and my personal account, you'll know I smashed up my hand this week. Yeah, it was pretty nasty, I have to be honest. But as you can see, it's working okay. It's a bit sore, I won't lie, but it's not broken. I think it definitely looked worse than it was. I didn't go to the hospital or anything. It was just like an impact on the top. I was out on a day in Tunnel. It wasn't a great day. It was quite messy and a bit bumpy. The pictures make it look better than it was. And I just got one wave on the head. I got rinsed around. I was holding the boom and my hand got stuck between the back of the board and the boom, and it pinched it, and then I let go, and then the fin hit me, and I don't know what, I was upside down, round and round. I came up out of the water, I was swimming in, and I was like, oh shoot, that looks pretty nasty. I was like, I didn't, you don't want to move something, you look at it, and you think, that looks really, really bad. That looks really bad. And you're like, can I move? Oh, I can move it, okay. can't be that bad. And then you're scared to push something in case something moves. Or is that just me? So I'm like prodding it going, I think it's all right. Anyway, it's all right. I'm good to go, people. I'm good to go. Other updates. Well, we've been, we saw Oz. It's been a very busy week. This could be a long show. I'm going to have to cut some stuff off the end. But Australia, they had, I think, probably the first racing event of 2021. So for me, it is the best racing event of 2021. You've probably seen it, Cervantes Windsurf Challenge, and it went off. Yeah, absolutely super conditions, a really good turnout. And I got to say, dip the hat to the Patrick boys. They cleaned up. I think 1, 2, 3, or at least they're the top. I think they all got podiums, which is pretty stuff. And that is Patrick's new race sail. You know, a few people are like, what? You're just going to make sails? That's what Patrick does. Then he goes, well, I make boards. Surely I can make sails. Can't be that hard. Spends a year or whatever reading up and working out programs and making prototypes. He's made some race sails. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you saw that video from Patrick with the cambers. There's something therapeutic about when you stand on one side of the mast, stand on the other, and you pop the cambers. Have you watched that video? I don't know. Is it me? I kind of like that. So, great job, boys. If you haven't checked that video, it's on the channel. And they've also been getting some amazing conditions in WA, because you've got to remember, they're on kind of full lockdown, which means it's really hard to get in and out. So they're on normal rules. They're not wearing masks. It's kind of normal over there. So they're living the dream if you've made it in. Ben Newson sent me some stuff. He's been down south in WA and he's been scoring. He has absolutely been scoring. He did actually send me one wipeout sequence which looked pretty nasty. Yes, love it. Absolutely love it. But I got to say, I'm pretty jealous. And also, Dave Johns, yeah, he sent me in a video of his son Daniel. Now, I don't know if you follow the channel back a bit where the 50-year-old learnt to loop. That is Dave. He was like, I'm not going to loop. He ended up looping. Anyway, his son is still not forward looping. But Dave did catch this. Yes, the back loop. It's his first ever back loop. And it just so happened his dad said, I had the drone up for a couple of minutes and he did it there and then. Typical. That's exactly what your son's going to do, isn't it? But he's still not got the forward, has he? Has he, Dave? He's still not got the forward. So hopefully he's going to step it up. But someone who has got the forward is this sender.
Oh! Is going for forward.
Dobre! Yeah, this is Eva from Poland, 27 years old. She says, Ben, I've got a sore bottom. Yes. Well, I tell you what, you can take some encouragement from this, because my rule is, if you've got a sore head, it's not going well. If you've got a sore neck, well, it's starting to get better. Sore back, you're getting there. Sore bum, okay, you're not far off. And then you get the sore legs until you get the sore feet. And then you're dry. So you're halfway, Eva. You're halfway. But there's some full-on sends in there. She's been sailing about 7 years, used to, sail boats and Optimus 420s, and now she's found windsurfing. There is no looking back. Some great sends there, and massive big up, and she is loving life. And I'll tell you, another couple of people who live in life, these two. Yeah, this is Jan and Sven on the tandem. We need to do more. Look at that for a jibe. I mean, we need to do more tandem stuff. These guys are sending it. Absolutely sending it. And love it, boys. Love it. But I do have to mention one guy who's probably not loving it this week, because this video definitely caught my eye.
You see the foil there.
Okay, It's going to be coming in 2 parts this week. I apologise, but I've got about 15 to 20 minutes left to edit. It is not going to happen today. So that's part 1. Part 2 will be coming up midweek, probably Wednesday. There's lots more action in that. And I've got to tell you, if you're a member of the channel, you've paid in the last 12 months, you could have won a prize. So if your name is here on the screen right now and you haven't claimed your prize, let me know. We've given away some Fanatic stuff in the end of this episode, which coming up in part 2, there is more prize to give away, Patrick stuff, and then we're giving away sales next week. So if you're not a member, join the club, be part of the legends, support the channel, and you also get chances to win some big prizes. We've got another sale giveaway in February as well. We're giving away 3 sales altogether. More news on that very, very soon. Stay safe, people. And yeah, what a day that was.